Well, as you can see, these are the defining pictures from the national capital today on the biggest story facing the country, the CBSE board re-examination as a result of the shocking paper leak a few days ago. Anger has spilt out onto the streets of Delhi. Students, parents, led by some political party youth wings, including the Congress's NSUI, are demanding justice. They're asking for the sacking of HRD Minister Javadekar and a sacking of CBSE Chief Anita Karwal. And the students are left in the lurch with the CBSE yet to announce re-examination dates. Their futures hang in the balance. With no empathy coming in from the system or the CBSE, this is the only anger that's visible on the streets of the national capital. Well, days after the CBSE paper leak came to light, anti-CBSE protests have been raging, as you saw in those pictures, across the national capital. Earlier in the day, Education Minister Prakash Javadekar laughed off the entire issue as the Congress has continued to train its guns at the Modi government. The question to be asked is, with the HRD minister simply failing to calm the nerves of lakhs of students across the country, is it necessary for the Prime Minister himself to step in and provide a word of reassurance?
Hundreds of CBSE students, stunned by the paper leak, have hit the streets in Delhi.
We want justice. Where is our justice? It is unfair for students.
Coming out in large numbers, the students held demonstrations across the capital.
This is not easy for us to again give the re-exam.
In the line of fire is Union HRD Minister Prakash Javadekar.
सर एग्जामिनेशन का डेट कब अनाउंस होगा कुछ तो बता दीजिए काफी स्टूडेंट्स सर वेट कर रहे हैं
Yet to come to grips with the unfolding situation, the minister shrugged away the prying media and was later seen cracking jokes at an event.
Today also, I am also facing one problem in the country. It's a problem of paper leak. So, how to solve it? That's also a challenge. And I am throwing this challenge to the students.
Needless to say, Javadekar has become the villain of the story for the protesting students, along with CBSE Chief Anita Karwal. They allege the paper leak is being covered up.
Ma'am, the HRD minister should be sacked, the CBSE head should be sacked. Ma'am, it wasn't only economics paper, the CBSE is trying to, just hide their face by giving retests of economics and maths of class 10. All the papers were leaked. Even the accounts paper was sent to the CBSE head office that it has got leaked before the exam. But there was no response from that and they denied it.
The fight is also political. Smelling a chance to corner the Narendra Modi government, the Congress Youth Wing, the National Students Union of India, has joined the protests and led a march to Javadekar's official residence. The party fielded former Union HRD Minister Kapil Sibal to fight the media war.
कोई ऐसा कदम नहीं उठाया जाके एक मैसेज जाए जनता में कि ये माफिया को हम खत्म करेंगे। ये तो माफिया को बचाने में लगे हुए हैं।
Congress President Rahul Gandhi once again took to Twitter, poking Modi. First, Prime Minister wrote Exam Warriors to help students relieve stress, and now he will write Exam Warriors 2, a book to teach students and parents stress relief once their lives are destroyed due to leaked exam papers. The BJP, forced on a back foot, is struggling to come with a response.
The important is to find out how the leakages had happened and who is culprit, and must take them to task, punish them, give them exemplary punishment so that these kind of leakages never happen in the future.
As students bear the brunt of exam cheats and pray for a miracle to save them from a retest, the paper leak has made a mockery of the education system in India. What students and parents are demanding is swift and stern punishment for the paper cheats. With Moshmi Singh in New Delhi, Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, very important news break coming in here on the CBSE paper leak story. The country's school education secretary will be briefing the media at a press conference at 6 p.m. So just about 45 minutes from now, the school education secretary will be holding a news conference where it is widely expected that the dates for the re-examination or some clarity towards that may be expected. As protests continue to rage on the streets of Delhi, the school education secretary will be holding a press conference at 6 p.m. Of course, that will be live here on India Today. I want to bring Pooja Shali in on this. Pooja, could this press conference offer some clarity, some information, some data, some clarity at all to students on whether the re-examination is going to happen, where it will happen, when it will happen, etc.?
Well, so after those secret meetings through the day, Shiv, a message has come. It was sent by my colleague Palumi Saha, and it says, kind attention please, Secretary School Education will hold media briefing at 6 p.m. at the conference hall, which is in Shastri Bhavan, where yesterday as well the chairperson of CBSE had met HRD minister. So that means at least some decision has been taken. We are expecting it on the dates to be announced. Now, two questions here remain important. Will it be only for the mathematics 10th standard exam? Will it be also for the economics and accountancy exams for 12th standard? And second and more important would be, is this re-examination only for the national capital or for other states as well? However, there is also a possibility that this meeting just may be for the CBSE officials or the HRD officials to take some questions from the journalists and may not really have an announcement as well, because we are not really getting further information of why this sudden 6 p.m. announcement has been brought to our notice. So just about 40 minutes to go now. We'll wait and watch. But amidst political drama with all opposition parties attacking the union government led by the BJP, and students and parents awaiting further response, at least investigators are trying to probe into this massive controversy of paper leak.
Palumi Saha bringing us that news break of a 6 p.m. news conference by the school education secretary. Is this going to be damage control, or is this going to be some useful forward-looking information that students will actually be expecting with bated breath? We'll keep a very firm eye on that. Pooja, continue to stay with me. The crime branch has divulged startling details of the CBSE exam paper leak. According to crime branch officials, the 12th standard economics paper was circulated on 10 WhatsApp groups. More than 50 people, including tutors, students and parents, were a part of these groups. He was asked what are the security features adopted by the CBSE, where these papers are printed, how papers are sent to examination centers. India Today has learnt that initially people who had accessed these exam papers were charging 35,000 rupees. Investigations so far have revealed that the leak is confined to Delhi only, and the number of students who accessed the question paper could be around 1,000. The crime branch has also sought a reply from Google about the email that was sent to CBSE chairperson with pictures of handwritten questions. We want to tell you now about the shocking suggestion that the CBSE may have simply ignored multiple warnings and put the futures of lakhs of students at stake and put them through unnecessary tension. 3 warnings came in from a whistleblower about the possibility of an exam leak as the anti-CBSE stir rages on across the country. India Today learns that a whistleblower had informed the CBSE of the paper leak every step of the way through email, fax and courier. A fax was sent on the 23rd of March mentioning paper leak by 2 schools and 1 coaching centre. On the 26th of March, a courier was sent to the CBSE mentioning the answers of Class 12 economics papers and even 4 mobile numbers of those who received the papers. On the 28th of March, an email was sent to the CBSE chief with 12 questions and answers to the maths paper to be held the very next day, also requesting the cancellation of the paper. But the CBSE did not pay even a little bit of heed to any of these warnings. Okay, Pooja continues to stay with us. We also have with us Charan Singh Sapra of the Congress Party, which has been demanding the resignation of HRD Minister Prakash Javadekar, China NC of the BJP. The government on the back foot, holding confabulations with the CBSE. In about 45 minutes from now, there will finally be a press conference by the School Education Secretary. But Pooja, I want to come to you for a quick answer from you on the shocking suggestion that the CBSE had early warning about the leak, not once, not twice, but 3 times, and still apparently chose to do nothing.
On 23rd March, a fax alert is sent to this Rouse Avenue office. On 26th March, there was a courier with some physical evidence of information about even numbers and mobile phones that had managed to get that data. But on 28th March, at about 1 a.m. at night, 1 a.m. 39 minutes, a direct email is sent across to the personal inbox, to the official inbox directly to the chairperson of CBSE's email, stating that the paper has got leaked. Yeah. There is confirmed credible information and that action must be taken. So that means there were enough hours till the morning to have taken a decision. But it does appear that the exam, of course, went on. And whether the CBSE thought it is not credible enough as evidence to defer exam, whether they thought it is only a rumor and dismissed that as fake, or whether it was callousness to not take cognizance, that is something the CBSE will have to answer. Or probably quoting some past incidents, that these sort of alerts do keep coming. But the question is, the incident happened, the students sat for the exam and they walked out only to be told that they will have to re-give the exam, for which many of them thought that they were relieved it was easier this time.
It's a very difficult situation for the CBSE, but perhaps one of its own making. I want to bring China NC of the BJP in on this first. China, this is a dangerous suggestion. It's a sticky suggestion, but the CBSE is going to have to, and the Ministry of HRD are going to have to handle it and address it head on. The idea, the suggestion that the CBSE and the system was pre-warned about something like this, yes, and still chose to do nothing, ma'am.
Yes. Firstly, I think that we must understand that this has been a terrible leak, but this is the last leak. Mr. Prakash Javadekar has clearly said as HRD Minister that this is a very trying circumstance within which we have to work to find out whether somebody has hacked into technology, whether there is a gang operating in collusion with maybe some staff from CBSE. We are in no denial mode. We are very clear that there must be transparency, there must be accountability. Yes. And the HRD ministry is also clear on another issue, which is that here on we will not take any situation lying down. I think you have to understand that Mr. Javadekar is a man of integrity. He has the courage of conviction to come up in the public and say, yes, this is a serious concern. This is not a concern that we are denying, and this is not a concern that we are going to overlook. But more importantly, I think we need to understand 2 fundamental points. As any parent or any student, to put a child through a re-examination is a trying task. But is this the first time a leak has happened? This is not a political issue. It has happened in the past with multiple governments. I don't think that that is the point. The point is, how is technology being misused? How are people continuing to be corrupt despite the leadership which is absolutely integrity personified, from Prime Minister Modi to Mr. Prakash Javadekar. So I think we need to really rework on
Charan
our
Singh
DNA.
Sapra, the BJP is saying this is not a political issue. Leaks have happened in the past as well. So stop playing politics and unite to try and find a solution solution for the students who are suffering, but the Congress party has trained its guns directly at the HRD minister. What would you say, Charan Singh?
No, see, this is, at first place, this is a gross negligence on the part of CBSE and the HRD ministry. You know, you only told the sequence that the CBSE was knowing since 23rd March.
Yes.
And they only reacted on 25th, and probably the FIR was filed on 27th. So this is a gross negligence. And today the students are paying for the mistake which CBSE has conducted. They are not being punished for their own mistake. They are being punished for the mistake of the CBSE. And BJP, which was largely having chai pe charcha, why they are not having pariksha pe charcha now? Prime Minister wrote ex-warrior exam warrior book. Now he has to write a re-exam warrior book. Somehow they have to convince the students. Why? No, let me speak. Let me speak. Let me speak. I did not interrupt when you were talking. I never interrupted when you were talking. Please listen. You have to listen. You are a ruling party. See the students are on the road, and the Prime Minister is on moan. He is not talking. Whereas he, on every small thing, he tweets. Now the students who are on the road, are they on the roads with their own will? The parents are on the streets, and see how BJP spokesperson, they are talking on each channel. They are showing that as if nothing has happened. The whole future of these students, today there's a sword hanging on their heads.
This is a perceptual issue as well, Shaina.
There's total uncertainty.
Shaina, you know that.
You know, this is
the
so
politics of it aside, it's a legitimate question.
Party.
There is a perceptional issue that the BJP and the government don't care enough about what students think.
Is conceding.
No, you first answer.
Absolutely
that where was the CBSE chairperson for 2 days?
It is the stress that the children go through during exams, or his absolute compassion for people at large, is something we don't need the certificate from the Congress party for. Let's not get into that. This is a government that believes in integrity, transparency and accountability.
Where are the compassions of BJP gone now?
Before the examination on WhatsApp has been accepted by the HRD minister. Let's not get into how many leaks there have been during the Congress regime. This is not some competition we're having with you. This is not a political issue.
Whether only one paper will be re-examined, or whether there will be a re-examination of all the papers, or whether there will be a re-examination of 3
Shaina and Charan, we've got some breaking news coming in. We've got some breaking news coming in. Hold with me for a second. We've got some important breaking news coming in on the CBSE paper leak. The CBSE re-examination dates are likely to be announced at a press conference by the School Education Secretary at 6 p.m. today. 6 p.m., 2 full days after the leak happened, after the scandal broke. Finally, there could be some clarity. We don't know whether this is going to be about damage control or whether it's going to be about clarity on the dates. But 6 p.m, the School Education Secretary is going to be holding a press conference, and there is a big buzz over whether this press conference will encompass the dates of that re-examination and the questions that students have been asking. Pooja Shali, who's been tracking the story non-stop, is back with us. Pooja, are you hearing anything about what this press conference is going to be about by the School Education Secretary? It could very well be about damage control, because there is a big perceptional battle that the HRD ministry and the CBSE are wanting to fight right now. On the other hand, they could perhaps potentially have reached some kind of a decision on the re-examination dates.
Well, that is right, Shiv. While everybody in the ministry as well and also in the CBSE are completely tight-lipped of why and what is the 6 p.m. press briefing scheduled at Shastri Bhavan, which is the ministry's office. Now, yes, there is strong buzz that it is a likely announcement of the examination dates, and that is what we were expecting as well, because it is Secretary School Education, not the minister himself, who's organizing that press conference. So if the secretary, that means a bureaucrat, is holding a press briefing at such a short notice, it has to be likely an announcement that has been made. Damage control was already attempted by the HRD minister. In fact, it can also be considered a sort of faux pas when in the morning Prakash Javadekar also made a comment which appeared casual, appeared laughable with regard to when he had said, I'm already facing a problem of paper leak. It wasn't taken kindly by a lot of students. students. So we'll wait and watch what the secretary announcement will be specific. But now the buzz is strong. It could be about possible schedule of the dates of the re-examination.
Okay, Shaina, you know, this casual attitude is something that, you know, the BJP can dismiss, but ultimately there is a perception that the government is not taking this seriously. You had the HRD minister laugh off a couple of questions. You know, you had the CBSE chief emerge with that smug smile on her face after being invisible for a couple of days. You know, there's a lot going on and it doesn't look good. You've got angry students who are getting even angrier with each passing hour.
Shiv, I myself am a mother of a student in the 12th standard. I know the anxiety. We are not in denial mode. We with compassion accept that yes, there has been a systemic flaw which needs to be correctified. But as I said, there have been many leaks in the past, but this is clearly the last leak possible under Narendra Modi ji's regime, because we believe that you have to correctify systemic flaws. If there is some collusion of some gang with some kind of CBSE staff, or there has been some manipulation through various means which are coming to the public domain. What did Mr. Prakash Javadekar do moment he came to know? He registered a complaint with the Delhi police, and the FIR has been very, very clear that there is going to be a speedy investigation to find out who is guilty. I do concede that, you know, time lapse, and especially for children going for competitive exams, they need to be assured that they will not be put through this again. The only commitment we can give is that we are a very, very honest government.
Shiv, can I come in?
That does not believe in shielding any perpetrator of crime, especially when it comes to the lives
Yes,
of
last
young
word to Charan. Charan, there's going to be a press conference in about half an hour from now. Last word to you, Charan. Go ahead.
See, the issue is that this government, we have seen in various cases, this government is always in an election mode. They have a scant interest in administration. That's why such things are happening. Now, this damage is already being done. There cannot be any damage control in this. If there is any damage control, then will they take any such decision that the students, they don't have to appear again for the exam, and probably the aggregation of the marks can be a mode of damage control? The government has to come clear on that. I don't think so they can do any damage control. The damage has been done, which the students are understanding. And that's why the students are on streets. They are shouting slogan against this government.
There is no doubt. There is no doubt that the damage has been done. I think that's one thing that we can all agree on. Let's see if there's going to be any clarity.
It can't be
when
reversed.
A press conference takes place half an hour from now. Is it going to be about damage control, which we all agree is not possible because the damage has been done, or will clarity finally be provided for the students? Shaina and Charan, thank you very much for joining me on 5 Live.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.